moment, let's shift our attention now to Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who responded to the motion of thanks to the President's address in the Rajya Sabha yesterday. A lot happened in the Parliament. The Prime Minister took the Rajya Sabha floor and delivered a no-holds-barred speech. When the Prime Minister began speaking at 5 p.m., there was ruckus and sloganeering, and eventually it led to a walkout by the opposition as well. While listing the achievements of his government and India's economic resurgence, Prime Minister Modi said that the Congress party is rattled by his rise, and that is the reason why slogans of Modi Teri Kabar Khudegi is not merely a slogan, but is a reflection of the Congress party's deep hatred for him. The Prime Minister also hit out at the ecosystem, explaining how he had been constantly abused for the last 25 years in every session of the Parliament. He said that this reflects the frustration stemming from the Congress party's repeated electoral defeats. The Prime Minister added that because he enjoys the blessings of 140 crore Indians for whom he works selflessly, the Congress will never be able to dig his grave. Listen in.
ये मोदी की कब्र क्यों खोदना चाहते हैं? ये सिर्फ नारा नहीं है, ये इनके भीतर पड़ी हुई नफरत का प्रतिबिंब है। हमने 370 की दीवार गिरा दी, इसलिए मोदी की कब्र खोदना चाहते हैं। पाकिस्तानी आतंकियों को घर में घुस करके जवाब देते हैं, इसलिए मोदी की कब्र खोदने की बात करते हैं। ऑपरेशन सिंदूर करते हैं, इसकी उनको परेशानी होती है और इसलिए वो मोदी की कब्र खोदते हैं। कांग्रेस की परेशानी कुछ और है, ये पचा नहीं पा रहे कि मोदी यहां तक पहुंचा कैसे, और इसलिए वे एक ही रास्ता उनके लिए बचा हुआ लग रहा है कि मोदी तेरी कब्र खुदेगी। ये तो मान करके बैठे थे। उनका लोकतंत्र, संविधान के कोई लेना देना नहीं। उनको तो लगता है कि प्रधानमंत्री पद उनके परिवार की जागीर है। मोहब्बत की दुकान खोलने वाले मोदी तेरी कब्र खुदेगी के नारे लगा रहे हैं जी। ये कौन सी मोहब्बत की दुकान है जो देश के ही किसी नागरिक के कब्र खोदने के सपने देखती हो?
Now, the Congress party was also quick to respond and called it a 97-minute election speech that was filled with abuses, attacks and distortion of facts. The leader of opposition in the Lok Sabha, Rahul Gandhi, because of whom the opposition MPs were raising these slogans, reacted to the Prime Minister's speech on X, saying that scared of the truth, the Prime Minister had sought refuge in lies. Meanwhile, let's tell you other reactions from the Congress party as well. Listen in.
His own people who had chanted it all over the country, and sparing JNU, that was an isolated one. I don't know in what country they chanted it, but all over the country against the UGC role, it was BJP supporters, hardcore supporters who did it. And not only that, they had degraded him to the extent that from Hindu Hriday Samrat, he had been downgraded to Teli.
Let's get you breaking updates now coming in. The BJP has hit back at the Congress party, with the party spokesperson taking to X to hurl the Bhagoda barb. The BJP and its allies further saying that the Kabar Khudegi slogans is an insult to the entire country.
They talk about Samvidhan, but in their minds they have entitlement and nafrat ki dukaan which keeps operating, and that is why they are the ones who threaten to kill the Prime Minister, saying Modi teri kabar khudegi in political rallies. Then they say Modi will die Hitler's death. Subodh Khan Sahai had said that. They present Modi without the head on their social media, and even in Parliament they try to attack Modi in an unprecedented manner which has been confirmed by the Speaker. This comes from the sense of entitlement that if anybody else becomes the Prime Minister, we must finish him. whether through Shabdik violence or through Sharirik violence, and with a sense of entitlement. The idea that India is Indira, Rahul is India, and therefore if you are leaving Rahul, then you become a traitor, which they have said to Ravneet Bittu. The manner in which this entitlement and this hatred operates is seen time and again. And then they call themselves Mohabbat Ki Dukaan. If they are truly Mohabbat Ki Dukaan, what is the stand they have taken on the DMK abusing the North Indian people? No stand taken. This shows that only and only they operate from entitlement and sense of hatred towards the people of this country, towards constitutional posts, towards parliament, towards all the things that do not benefit their family interest.
माननीय नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने यही बताया कि भाई लोकतंत्र में जिसको मेजोरिटी मिलती है उनको सत्ता में आने का अधिकार है और लोग हमारे साथ है, हमको मेजोरिटी मिल रही है और इसीलिए कांग्रेस पार्टी और अपोजिशन काफी परेशान है। नारेबाजी करते हैं कि मोदी तेरी कब्र खुदेगी, तो ये मतलब अपने देश के लिए अच्छी बात नहीं है। देश के प्रधानमंत्री का ये अपमान नहीं है, देश का अपमान है।
प्रधानमंत्री जी ने जो कहा, मैं जिस क्षेत्र से आता हूं, जब चुनाव बिहार का शुरू होने वाला था, एसआईआर के खिलाफ यात्रा कर रहे थे राहुल गांधी जी और दरभंगा में कांग्रेस पार्टी के लोगों ने मंच से प्रधानमंत्री जी के परिवार के लिए अपशब्द गालियां दी और इसी तरह मोदी तेरी कब्र खुदेगी, ये स्लोगन कांग्रेस के रैली में लगा था दिल्ली में। ये बहुत दुखद है। शायद प्रधानमंत्री जी की पीड़ा होगी जो इस तरह की बात रखी।
Let's go across to my colleague Kritika joining us on the broadcast with the details. And Kritika, even as the Prime Minister took to floor, the opposition staged a walkout. The Prime Minister mentioned every attack that the opposition has put forward, even going on to say that the Kabar Khudegi slogans that were raised on multiple occasions in the Congress rallies is unacceptable. He said that the blessings of the people of the country is what has enraged the opposition. What is the opposition saying to this?
Well, yes, remember the opposition since the beginning has been stating that if LOP Rahul Gandhi will not be allowed to speak in the Lok Sabha, then they will also disrupt the speech of the Prime Minister, and that is why this Prime Minister's speech also got deferred from the Lok Sabha to the Rajya Sabha as well. In itself, an unprecedented move when it comes to the thanks motion to the presidential address. Moreover, as soon as the 97-minute speech of the Prime Minister was over in the Rajya Sabha, we had Jairam Ramesh, senior leader of the Congress Party and Rajya Sabha MP, also take to social media platform X and call out the speech as only a political rally, a 97-minute long political speech filled with assaults and abuses against the opposition. This is how the Congress and the opposition at large is also terming it. Remember, as far as the BJP is concerned and the NDA partners as well, they have maintained that it is in fact Rahul Gandhi as well as the opposition's being adamant on letting Rahul Gandhi speak, despite multiple times the speaker pointing out why he cannot be allowed to speak of the book in question as well. More than that, the Prime Minister has hit out against Congress, specifically on the Kabr Khudegi slogans that have been heard quite many times, whether in election rallies in Delhi or in Bihar as well. And he has said that this such sloganeering only happens because he has committed himself to working 24/7 selflessly for the people of the nation.
Yes, and what's shocking, Kritika, is that none of the Congress leaders had ever condemned these slogans. They distanced themselves, yes, but they never unequivocally condemned these slogans that were raised in their own rallies. Do stay with us. Let's also tell our viewers why Prime Minister Modi could not speak in the lower house of the parliament on Wednesday. The Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla had confirmed that he had advised the Prime Minister not to come to the house because he said that he received concrete information regarding Congress MPs' plans to approach the Prime Minister's seat and the possibility of an unforeseen incident happening. Remember, at least 8 Congress MPs had crossed over to the Treasury benches and stood near the spot where the Prime Minister sits. They also held a large banner which read, "Do what is right," a purported reference to the ex-army chief Naravne's quote from his unpublished memoir, which was earlier read out by Rahul Gandhi. Listen in to what Speaker Om Birla said.
प्रतिपक्ष के सदस्यों ने जो व्यवहार अध्यक्ष के कार्यालय में किया वो हमारी संसदीय परंपराओं के लिए न उचित था, तो मैं कहूंगा कि वो एक ब्लैक स्पॉट की तरह था। हम सबको सदन सुचारू रूप से चलाने में सहयोग करना चाहिए। इसके बाद जब सदन के नेता को सम्मानीय महामहिम राष्ट्रपति के अभिभाषण पर जवाब देना था, तो मेरे पास पुख्ता ऐसी जानकारी आई कि कांग्रेस पार्टी के कई सदस्य माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी के आसन पर पहुंचकर कोई भी अप्रत्याशित घटना कर सकते थे। ये दृश्य मैंने सदन में देखा भी सही।
Well, this is a very serious charge that was leveled by the Speaker, and the opposition leaders are yet to respond on that. We're keeping a track of the developments on that story. For now, a very quick break. We'll be right back to stay with us.